Hello, this is Priscilla, advocate for women and men in early to intermediate relationships to help you determine if you are in a toxic and or emotionally abusive relationship and ways to see the signs and get out. Now, as a survivor myself, my goal is to create video journals to share some of my experiences and my pain so you can become consciously aware of the tactics, the manipulation, the red flags used to entrap their victims of their choice so you can quickly get understanding, quickly get out, and quickly recover. Now, I want to say that emotional abuse is a despicable act and is a way to manipulate someone and their psychological well-being. It can often go unnoticed for a long period of time, months, and it can be years. And the victim themselves may not even realize what's going on. They may not even realize what's happening to them. It is done so quickly, it's done so subtly. Now, even if you think that your relationship is okay, and it may well be, but it is worth your while to know the indicators of emotional abuse. Even if you don't look at this channel, find indicators. Find out now in the early and intermediate stage of your relationship, because the longer you stay in this toxic relationship, the more emotionally invested you become, and it will be very devastating when he or she decides to discard you, decides to break off the relationship. It's going to be devastating. And the reason why it's going to be devastating because you will be so emotionally invested in this relationship and they are not. People that are toxic and are emotionally predators, they don't have the same emotions as we do. And so it behooves you to understand and learn the emotional tactics and the manipulation that they use so you can protect yourself. Now, toxic and emotional predators, they look for certain individuals that they can prey on. Now, regardless of which medium they find you, it could be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You don't have to have a picture up there. You can have a blank wall up there, no picture. They look at your profile and then they actually will contact you to see if you would actually respond. Now, sometimes when you do talk to them or see them face to face, and when they do have a conversation, they do look forward to see if you're nice looking, intelligent, or popular. Maybe they can see that on your social media. Maybe they can find that out by talking to you face to face, whatever the medium that they choose to approach you. But the main common denominator that toxic individuals look for is someone that is very sympathetic, someone that may have low self-esteem to some regard, may be looking for love, and they can actually detect that in the conversations that they have with you. They can contact it and find that out based on what you tell them. And once they have determined that you fit their parameters, they are fixated on you, they are tunnel vision, and they move fast. And what they will do is that they will show you intense love, they will show you intense affection, they will shower you with praise and beautiful words and gestures, and shower you with gifts and flowers. Men, they will, great sex. They will go all out. And the purpose of them doing this is so that you can become dependent upon them, so you can give them the attention that they want from you. Their goal is to be able to, whatever energy and whatever resources that you have, they want to be able to use that and occupy that for themselves. And once they are done, they will discard you. And we will talk a little bit more about that in upcoming videos. Now, in my situation, I was swept away with his words. I did advise that I was in school. I was getting a second degree. I was working full time, so I didn't have much time for social interaction. And by me just giving him that bit of information, he used that to lure me in. he would invite me over to have dinner, and he would actually cook for me. He would actually, give little gestures of kindness. He would actually listen to everything that I had to say. And within even a less than a month's time, he literally showed himself as being the person that he saying that he was in love with. And to me, that was a red flag, but because of the affection and the attention and his charm, and when I needed him, he was there, I did not even see that as a red flag. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a red flag. So how can you tell if this potential partner that is giving you all of this love, giving you all of this attention in a short period of time, and even said that I love you, how do you know that this person is emotionally abusive? How do you know if this is a toxic relationship? Because in the early stage, you felt like, oh my God, he's the man of my dreams. She's the woman of my dreams. This is what you do to find out if you're in a toxic relationship and it is moving too fast. Just tell this person that you appreciate the love and you appreciate the gestures, you appreciate the gifts, but we need to take our time to take things slow. If you love me, we have the rest of our lives to learn and develop and cultivate this relationship. But let's take it slow. Let us both get an understanding of what it is that we want and see if we can come together in a compromise. Now, yes, it does sound simple. Yes, it does. But when a person is caught up in this whirlwind romance, when a person hears the L word for the first time, and it is said with so much love and so much attention that we as women that so desperately want, and when we hear the word I love you, and you have this beautiful trophy woman on your arm that looks absolutely amazing, and you're having great sex and everything seems to be wonderful, this is the time in which you need to really put the brakes on and make sure that this is a genuine relationship. If you don't, you're literally putting yourself in harm's way emotionally, because that toxic person is not going to be emotionally invested in you as you are in them. As I stated before, you have the rest of your lives to determine if this is a great relationship by mutually coming together in love and in compromise. Now, this is something that you should really think about. If you have not spent enough quality time together in your relationship, or if it still feels shaky or even forced, the foundation is not solid. It's all infatuation. And love is not getting things. Love is not showering somebody with gifts. Love is not the sweet words. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not boast up. Love does not hurt. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, because what people that are in a toxic relationship do, they will lure you in through these things, which is called love bombing. If there isn't enough time yet, if you did not spend enough quality time yet with this individual, and I don't care if you speak for hours, the time must be quality. You have to talk about quality things. Talk about things that you have to determine whether or not the relationship will stand the test of time. And that takes time. Whether you are 20, whether you are 40, whether you are 60, you need to determine the quality of your speaking. Not and having sex in the bed does not quantify quality time. I'm sorry, it does not. Going to trips and flowers and dinners does not necessarily quantify quality time. Talking and understanding individuals' ethics and beliefs understanding if you're both compatible in various ways in terms of understanding and relationships, and seeing how a person acts and talk as you interact throughout the days and months and weeks. That is something that you need to look into, because you cannot say it's true love if you have not spent that quality time, true quality time. So based on what I just said previously, you need to be able to take your time and take things slow. And when you say that to your partner, three things will happen. Either they will say yes, they will agree, and do not mind taking the time to get to know each other. And so y'all both can mutually begin to understand each other and begin to grow into the love that both of y'all can compromise on. Now, they may also say yes, they agree, but as time goes on, you find out that they are mirroring your words. They're basically telling you what you want to hear, and time will reveal that. And we're going to talk about mirroring. When someone wants to agree with everything that you say in order for you to be trapped, still become trapped in the toxic relationship, the emotional relationship, they will say anything that they think that you want to hear. And the next one, they may become annoyed or agitated or even angry if you want to take things slow. Now, if they become angry, they may want you to feel guilty for not wanting to move forward. They may make you feel that you may be seeing someone else, and they may question you that you may be seeing someone else in a very negative and fashionable way. Now, if you are seeing someone else, maybe they sense that about you, and that's your fault, and so they have a right to be upset, if they sense that and you are seeing somebody. But if you're truly, genuinely not seeing someone, and you need to take this slow because you want to make sure this is the right person, the right man, and the right female, and they become agitated or annoyed or even angry, and then they want to make you feel guilty for not wanting to move things along, that's a red flag. That is a red flag. Now, one of the things I also want to preface, when somebody gets very angry, that you also need to take the time to find out exactly what are their motives at that time. Why are they giving you the flowers? This is something that you should really be thinking about. Why are they doing all these things for you? That is a red flag. It's now time for you to leave. Now, in the toxic relationship that I was in, they agreed to everything that I said, but I found out later that they were just mirroring my words. They only said yes because that's what they think that I wanted to hear. So in our next video, we're going to talk about tactics that toxic and emotional abusers use to keep you engaged in the relationship. And if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe. Until we meet again, be productive, be joyful, and love yourself on purpose.